What's up, everybody? This is Justin from Seven Oaks. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yo. Today we're just going to be talking about why I got into photography and a few inspirations and like a little bit of gear that I use for creating. So let's get into it. So initially I started shooting due to my wife sparking an interest in taking pictures for other people that couldn't afford like family photos. So we ended up picking up a Nikon at like an entry level. D56 is actually what I'm shooting this video on, but just started practicing because I had the pleasure of staying home with my baby boy for 1 year. So while taking care of him in the house and my wife going to work full time and taking care of the financial side of things, I was able to stay home and learn this craft that was very intimidating at the beginning. Of course it is. I mean, if you pick up a DSLR and you've never seen one before, it's crazy. So I was just practicing at the house, and then after I started to understand things better and it grew, then I was definitely interested in just getting better as a photographer. So of course we started with the kit lens, your average 18 to 55 mil, f-stop at 3.5, you know, just your entry level thing. And then we ended up getting a vintage 50, which I don't know why I let that go. That thing was amazing. Like I don't know why I let it go, but I didn't know. So I ended up getting something that you know, had like autofocus instead of manual focus, and that was a 50 as well, and shot on that for about 5-6 months. Loved it, you know. I wasn't taking a lot of portraits outside of like my family and stuff like that, because I live in the South in a very small rural type area, and then I'm not gonna be like, hey, can I take your picture? Kind of creepy. So I would just take stuff, shoot inside, take pictures of my son, you know, as much as I could. And we have very terrible lighting, as you can tell, that comes into the apartment, because we're kind of facing like northeast, and it's just, well, no, yeah, northeast, all of our windows. So it was a huge learning curve in learning how to manipulate what I could capture with like the light that I have. So I learned really quickly how to shoot low light stuff, because I couldn't go outside and shoot throughout the day. So after that, shooting with the 54 a few months, I believe, I ended up getting a 35. Now we do have crop sensor, you know, the D56 is a crop sensor camera, and shoot with the 50, you know, you get used to that real narrow type feel. So shooting with the 35, it just opened up everything, and that's when initially my photography changed. Okay, so a few things, I'm not trying to drag this out, a few things that I do enjoy shooting right now is like, I don't even know what it would be called. I just like shooting like empty spaces. So you'll find on my Instagram, which is Dark Oak, check it out, you'll see like some pictures that have no people in it, and it's just like a scene. Just trying to create something with almost next to nothing. You know, of course, there's not really a subject in there, and I think it's like one of the toughest parts of photography, outside of street. Obviously, street's definitely the hardest in my book. And then just trying to like create a mood with like no subject at all. And then there's also, I do a little bit of portraits. I do like a little bit of city shots and stuff like that. I've done street photography a little bit. Not really that comfortable, you know, taking pictures of people that I don't know. I'm still working on that skill set because I know that's a whole different level. But I think I've gone through like all the stages of like photographers that just start shooting. You start shooting like close to the ground, like depth of field is everything. You got a ton of bokeh and get like the little nitty gritty type details and stuff like that. And I shot like that for, I'll say, about like a year. And I periodically, like, you know, if I want to see if I can capture something, I'll still do it a little bit. But mostly I've moved past shooting like that because it got boring super quick. I'm not gonna lie, I was burnt out. Definitely burnt out shooting like that. So now I'm trying to figure out what and how I want to shoot this year, coming up 2020. I want it to be a big year for my photography growth. I'm not trying to be like super popular or anything like that. I just want to work on my craft, you know, and become better. And yeah. Alright, so just before I wrap this up, a few people that I really enjoy and that I think you should definitely check out on YouTube. I don't know a ton of photographers. I only know what I know, you know, people that I like. But obviously Peter McKinnon is epic. I'm not even going to go into that in grave detail because we'll be here all day. Of course, Peter McKinnon, and then his friend Alan. Man, I sure wrote these down. Alan, they're both Canadian. The guys that I'm talking about, I think his last name starts with a P. He's dope as well. Epic photographer. And then another few people like let's see. There's Evan Ramth out of Atlanta, Georgia. His stuff is awesome. He's on YouTube as well. And then there is, what's this man's name? Oh, Samuel Elkins is who I was trying to figure out. He does digital and film, so definitely check him out as well. I'll try to link these guys in the description somewhere down there. Then there is King Jibs. That's how you say his name. He's based out of California, as well as Samuel Elkins is as well. But he's predominantly, he shoots film. His stuff is awesome as well. And then somebody that I've stumbled upon recently is a guy from Grainy Days. Yeah, that, I think I like his videos more than his photos. No offense to his photos, but that man's super entertaining. But he definitely shoots in a style that I want to learn how to execute very well. And he's just awesome. He's awesome. But if you have any other photographers that you think I should check out, or you know, that would help me along my journey in getting better as a photographer, it does help to shoot every day, but I feel like if you're not able to create every day, it's kind of like you're just going through the motions. So I want to be super intentional of like working on my craft. And yeah, if there's any other photographers out there that you think I may not know, definitely send me over some information so I can check them out. So but again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.